Gonna take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Action.
Hi everybody, this is Miss Bomi and I'm back with another cooking video. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and make stuffed peppers. Seems like there's been a stuffed theme going on lately. Anyways, this is a request for Lucky Sprink 696. He is one of the people that I got to know during the summer. He came here with his brothers for our shootout that we had earlier this summer. So it's kind of nice that I got to meet him and get to know him a little bit. So if you get a chance, pop over to his channel and check it out. So, Lucky Sprink 696, this is for you. This is my version of stuffed peppers. It's a little off the beaten path of what you normally would do. So, to get started, I'm just going to talk about some of the ingredients that we have here and then get things going. You want to start with 6 good-sized peppers, which I have here. I've cut the tops off and scooped everything out on the inside. Okay. When you cut the tops of the peppers off, try to get as close to the top as you possibly can, so that way you're not wasting too much of the pepper itself. I've also got some peeled, and then I diced these tomatoes. I have done some sausage, a package of sausage, and it's just this kind of sausage that you get. Let me put that in the camera. I have went with the hot because we like things kind of spicy around here. But there's mild or medium. I've also did a pound of hamburger as well. Okay, 1 onion. Chop it as fine as you can get it. I'm not very good at doing the chopping part. So like if you wanted to check it out on YouTube and see like what's the best way to do that, because I know people have different versions for that. They're going to need some mozzarella shredded cheese, and if you can tell, I kind of went with the shredded cheese that's not as big. It's finely shredded. And then also some Parmesan cheese. You can use 2 cloves of garlic, or you can use some of the minced garlic, and some parsley. And for the rice, I'm going to do things a little bit different. I bought 2 different kinds of rice. I'm doing a creamy rice that I'll add with the hamburger, and then I'm going to do an herb and butter rice that I'm going to add with the sausage. So basically I'm just going to follow the directions on the package to get the rice cooked up and then put everything together. I've got a pot of water starting to boil here. So to get started, you're going to want to blanch your peppers for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then after that, put them aside to kind of cool off for a little bit until you can get the rest of these ingredients kind of mixed together. The tomatoes, I should say, instead of getting tomatoes and then peeling them yourself, which is a pain in the patushka, I think, I just ended up getting some whole peeled tomatoes and then just dicing them up myself. Most recipes will call for 3 medium-sized tomatoes, so that might be the equivalent to it. You could, kind of have to eyeball it. It's just one of those things, I can't tell you like how many are in a can and use this and use that. So there you go, that's our ingredients. We're going to have stuffed peppers, and oh my god, if he's not popping a beer, the damn phone is going off. Really? Really, kitchen bitch? Really? Okay. So anyways, as you can see, I am also wearing my Sons of Anarchy shirt, and I'm really excited because the next season is starting September 11th. For those of you who are fanatics like me for SOA, just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, so I'm going to turn up my heat on my water here. I'm going to let this go ahead and get to a boil. Once it is to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and put my peppers in there, turn my timer on for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then pull those off of there, put them back into my little baking tray, and get things going from there. So, anyways, I also wanted to say, I don't know if I showed you guys this before, I got paracord bracelet from Alaric 357. Thank you. Kind of matches my green on my SOA. So, very, very excited. I cannot wait for the new season. And I guess I was reading that they're going to only do like 2 more seasons after that. I don't understand that. It's like, you know, they have like the success going. It's like, why not ride that wave into, you know, the show until it's like done. But I don't know, apparently everybody's different. And if I didn't forget to mention earlier, parsley too. I have to go ahead and cut up some of that with my handy dandy new knife set, which I absolutely love, love, love. I love my knives. They are just like so awesome. My little cutting board here. And you want about 2 to 3 tablespoons of parsley. Just make sure that I don't have any additional gunk on there. And you don't have to cut them up, you know, really fine. Just get them the way that you want. I skipped the rest of the chopping because, man, that's a lot of like chopping and prepping. And it will take your prepping time about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to get your things, if you wanted to cook your meat up ahead of time like I did and get everything chopped up, especially if you're not doing the minced garlic and you're wanting to do the clover leaves. That will be 2 leaves, or 2 cloves of garlic, I should say. I'm thinking leaves as I'm looking at this. And the other version is using white rice, of course, with sauce. Typically that's what people do use. And if you don't want to use meat, you know, you can try to do something more along the lines of vegetarian. And if you don't like the sausage or the hamburger and you're going to do like the white rice version, you can go ahead, and I think they suggested to use, if I'm not mistaken, anchovies. Finely chopped anchovies, if you can believe that. I don't know, anchovies with tomato sauce. I don't know, go figure. I suppose because people put it on pizzas, it's okay to go ahead and you can only fit so many in the pot at a time. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the timer. 2 to 3 minutes. Let that cook up. Just going to grab another little dish over here. Put this down, get the rest of it out of the way. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Weekends go by so dang fast though. I wish work would go by that fast, really. That'd be great if it did, but unfortunately some days it just does not. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to finish blanching my peppers, and once I get that done, I'll be back with the rest. Okay? See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm just doing my last 2 peppers in here, and I've got about 30 seconds left on them. And as you can see, I got the rest pretty much done here. And I'm just going to make sure to get the excess water out of the inside of them, because I don't want them to get like super soggy, because they have to have a little, you know, oomph to them to hold all that stuffing. Whew. there's my last two, and that's what they look like. So far so good. Nothing really hard, nothing really complicated, yeah? Okay, I'm going to put this over onto the side here. I'm going to move these out of the way. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the directions on the packets of my rice here. I've got an urban butter and a creamy 4 cheese. And then once I get that done, I'll come back with you and then we'll start mixing everything up here. Okay? Alright, back in about a few minutes probably. The rice will take about 15 minutes, so be back when it's done. Okay, I'm back. I've got my rice done. Everything is all cooked up, and basically all I did was follow the directions and just make sure to not have a lot of extra moisture left in those. So I'm going to start with this cheesy rice first. I'm going to go ahead, put this in a bowl. This smells good. I've never had this cheesy rice before, so it's a first in my book. And I'm going to go ahead and add, before I add the hamburger, let me add some onion to this. About half the onion should go in, because I'm going to use the other half for the other mixture. I'm going to give that kind of a good toss. Get that all working together. I'm going to go ahead and add my tomatoes. And I'm not using the tomatoes in my other mixture. So there we go. And I'm going to do about a teaspoon or 2 of the minced garlic. If I can get the cap off. I feel like an old person. You kitchen person?
You plainly see I'm drinking a beer and on my phone.
It's all about me now, so you just need to back off.
I'm sorry, Miss Mommy.
Give that about 1 teaspoon. Mix that in there also. I'm going to go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese and some mozzarella cheese. And this varies. I'm not going to say do a cup or do a half a cup or do this or do that. We happen to like cheese. Why
not? You do that shit to me all the time.
What?
Do this, do that.
You're the exception to the rule. I live with you. I don't live with the YouTube people. And I'm going to stir that in. Always comments from the peanut gallery, I tell you. So basically use as much or as little cheese as you want. It just, you know, depends on you and what you like. Now I'm going to add some finely shredded mozzarella cheese. I'm also going to save some cheese to top these, chop the peppers off with. Alright, and I had already warmed up my hamburger ahead of time in the microwave, just to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the hamburger to it. One thing I will mention is if you are an escapee. if you are going to go ahead and use the white rice, make sure that after you're done cooking it, that you run it under cold water for about 3 minutes before going ahead and adding your mixture. This I didn't do with this rice because it's flavored rice. So I'm preparing it a little bit differently. I think another little shot of cheese. What do you think? Yeah, I think. Here we go. So here we got garlic, we got onion, we got mozzarella cheese, we got Parmesan cheese, and we got tomato and hamburger. And I'm going to put just a little bit of pepper in here too, just to add a little more taste, if you will. Okay. All right. There we go. That's pretty much what the mixture is going to look like. Up high, down low. All right. Now, I've got my peppers here, and I've put in 1 inch of water, and I'm going to preheat the oven to 350, because that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350, and those will bake in the oven for about 25 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stuff these. And yes, my hands are clean. Thank you very much. I feel like a little kid again, you know, like when your mom used to say, don't play with your food. I feel like I'm playing with my food because I'm using my fingers so much. And I'm doing one of each color. And you can have all green peppers if you want, or yellow or red, or you can do a variation like I'm doing. I like doing the variation because just having that little extra color to each of the peppers, I think just makes it look more appetizing, more appealing. That's just me. If that doesn't float your boat, then, you know, it doesn't float your boat. I am saving the mixture to refrigerate and probably make some more again tomorrow, because this actually would be enough for all 6 had I done all 6 of these. So I'm going to put this aside, give my hands a quick washing here, and get my other bowl ready so we can start on the sausage mixture. So that was the hamburger mixture. Pretty easy peasy. Like I said, it's a lot of steps. It's not hard to do. It's just a lot of steps, that's all. Grab the spoon here. Make sure you stuff those in there really, really good. So this is the cheese one, cheese and hamburger. I'm gonna have an escapee. Go ahead, hate when that happens. Okay. So then the next mixture, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. This time I'm going to do it with the sausage. And I've got the herb and butter rice. So that's what I'm going to use for this mixture. Okay. So there we go. There's our herb and butter. Into that I'm going to go ahead and add some parsley. Give that a stir. Get that mixed in with the rice, not riced. Cannot talk. Maybe we should have a drink and crack open the beer like the beer bitch, and I probably talk more normal.
Okay.
And the rest of the onion, like I said, the first half went in that one mixture, The other half went in this mixture. You can, however, if you really like onion and you're only doing one mixture of rice, use the whole entire onion for that particular mixture. So there we go. And my oven is preheating.
I bet it is.
Not quite sure how to take that. Again, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to this, which should go really good taste-wise with the herb and butter and the parsley that's already in here. Yum, yum, yum. I'm going to go ahead and give that a mix. Throw in a little bit more parsley because we're all about the cheese around here. So probably between the two mixtures, you're going to use a whole container of Parmesan cheese. But like I said, if you're not that much of a cheese fanatic, you can definitely use less. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the shredded mozzarella cheese. And I probably want to save about this much left in the package to top her off. Ooh, this smells so good, the butter and the onion and whatnot on the cheese. Yum. Okay, and then last but not least, make sure you add at least a teaspoon or two of some garlic. Can't forget about the garlic. Garlic, I guess, is really good for you. I've been reading a book about nutrition lately, and they were talking about the benefits of garlic. And I guess there's multiple benefits to it. So there we go. Here's our mixture so far. And I'm going to go ahead and add half of the sausage. Now, I use the spicy sausage, but again, you can use mild, medium, you know, whatever you like. Just gonna toss this in here too and get that all mixed up. Get this to come together really good. And I'm having breadsticks, garlic breadsticks with this. And no, I did not make them. I cheated and bought them at the store. Or if you're really energetic, you can make your own homemade garlic bread, which I did last time, but I'm being a little bit lazy tonight. I'm not doing that. So there we go. There's a mixture for that. I'm gonna go ahead and add my mixture. You can see that now. It's got the sausage, it's got onion, garlic, and whatnot. Go ahead and stuff this, these three. And you can tell the difference as to which one's which because of the color of the rice. You can see that the cheese is a little bit darker. Move this out of the way. Get this more where you can see up top. See, the cheese is a bit darker, and then the other mixture is more of a yellow color, and that has to do with the butter. Okay, I'm really sucking at stuffing these. I think like if you wanted to do like a vegetarian one, you could use, you know, tomatoes, broccoli, carrots, you know, chop them up or shred them up really finely. Add that to your rice mixture if you wanted. And then depending upon what kind of sauce you wanted, you could do a red sauce or a white sauce. Never really tried it with a white sauce, but you know, sometimes stepping outside of the box and giving something else a whirl can turn out pretty dang good. There we go. Get the rest of this stuffed in there. I'm going to pop this in the oven, and the last 10 minutes or so I'm going to go ahead and put my garlic bread in there. Okay. I'll wash off my hands really quick. And I think I'm going to change this up a little bit. I think I will do the cheese ones. I will top those off with a bit of mozzarella. Just like so. These are messy. But you know, sometimes when you make the biggest mess, it turns out the greatest as far as what it tastes like, cooking wise. And then I think for the garlic and butter and herb one, I'm going to go ahead and do Parmesan cheese. These probably are going to be a little bit drier than, say, if I was using the white rice in the sauce, because I'm sure that the sauce would produce a little bit more moisture and whatnot, but I think this will be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven for about 25 minutes, and I'll meet you back in the kitchen, and we'll do a final presentation on it. Okay, see you in a bit. Ouch. Okay, this is Miss Bomey and I'm back. I'm just waiting for my stuffed peppers to get done. It's a couple minutes until they come out of the oven, and I also put my garlic breadsticks in there as well. And in the peanut gallery are the rest of my crazy friends via Google. So yeah, if you hear comments from the peanut gallery, you'll know who I'm sure it is.
You have a live audience.
I know. Live from Minnesota in Ms. Bomey's kitchen.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, Minnesota, eh? They're hanging about. What's this to boot?
Every single time.
Oh, geez, Wade. What the hell was that? Oh, Tommy, I'm sick. Hey, bro,
And this is a form of entertainment on a Saturday night, okay? I'm just saying.
You know, God said he'd get me out of there, so I'm pretty sure you're full.
Alright, so I'm popping out the peppers.
My fucking daddy.
And I've also got my breadsticks
In order
too.
to find self-nourishment, first talk to God. Yes, Father. Father says to start.
What happened to you? What are you gonna do?
Alright, I'm turning this off. I like to turn some other things off.
Obi got my sandwich.
Okay. So here we go. We have one of the sausage and one of the hamburger stuffed peppers. Put that up right here. There you go. So one's got sausage, one's got hamburger in it. A little bit different. And a breadstick to boot. To boot! A breadstick. Okay, just saying. So there you go. That is the version for my stuffed peppers. And once again, I just want to say thanks to Lucky Spring 696 because he was the one that requested this video. So here you go. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed all the comments from the peanut gallery as well, because I know you know those guys. Anyways, this is Miss Bomey saying good night, good eats, and I'll see you again.
That's another hobbles.
Done?
Yeah, everybody can, you know, we're done.
Is this supposed to be on?
Don't do that to me again. I swear I'm going to cut you.
Got you like a fish, boy.
Well.
I've been to Eric's house. There's lots of threats and stabbings and knifings and